My name's Shianne. I'm here with J-Tech. I'm going to be showing you today how to change your oil. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to have a bucket to dispose your oil in. Next thing you want to do is make sure that your truck vehicle is at a secure height so you can get up underneath it. I have actually jacked up my truck to very good height using an air jack with a lock. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bucket and you're going to get up underneath there. Alright, so my oil pan is right there. I have my 5/8 ratchet to get it off with. Make sure your ratchet is on off. The right is off, left is on, just in case you didn't know that. Alright, so what you're going to do, get around here, you're going to take your, undo this. Once you get it loose, you can just kind of do it with your fingers. What you want to do is make sure your bucket's positioned kind of outwards, because when your oil comes out, it's going to kind of sport out. So, see what I'm saying? Alright, let that drain out. And there you go. Half of it's done. Look at there. And still waiting. We're almost done. Just got a little bit left to do, and we'll be on to the next part. Alright, so since our oil is pretty much done there, it's got a few drips left, we're going to take our oil filter off, which is this thing right here. What you're going to do is you're going to need to get a good grip on it, because most of them are not, they shouldn't be extremely tight. They should be pretty snug. So you want to get both hands on it. Just want to turn it a couple good times. And it should come loose. Alright, now what you have to watch out for is this right here. It's starting to pour out oil, because obviously your oil filter is full of oil. Duh, right? Alright. You're taking it off, just kind of go easy on it. Alright, starting to wiggle. Once you know it's loose. There it goes. Alright. So, what you're going to need to do is you can set your oil filter in the oil bucket so no oil leaks. And the place where your oil filter goes is going to leak for a little bit. But it's nothing out of ordinary, so don't freak out. So we'll let that drain out and give it a few minutes. Alright, so you got the oil filter off, you got the oil drained out. Now you want to put your oil plug back in before you do anything else, because you don't want to forget about it. So you take your oil plug and you're just gonna make sure your ratchet is on, right? Just gonna tighten it. You don't want it too tight, but it is a plug, so you want to make sure it's snug, right? The next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get up from underneath your vehicle and very easily, make sure not to spill it, you're gonna bring out your oil so it's out of your way, because you really don't need it anymore. Just gonna slide this out. And for right now, just gonna slide it over there to the side. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your fresh oil and your oil filter. Alright, so you got your oil filter right here. Bam. What you're going to want to do is take one of your quarts of oil and you want to fill your oil filter. You don't necessarily have to fill it all the way up. You just fill it about halfway. No biggie. you know, not a lot. And then you're going to take some of that oil and you're going to rub it. And kind of get it around your oil seal, or the seal on your oil filter, like this. You want to make sure you get this nice and lubricated, because if not, it won't seal on your oil filter, and then your oil is going to leak. So get all that nice and done up, just like that. Then you come back down here. Alrighty. Alright, so now you have your oil, and it's lubricated real good. Alright, you're going to come back up here to your oil, where your oil filter goes on, and you're going to turn it sideways. You're just going to and get it on there, just like that. Alright. Just to make sure it's nice and snug. You don't want it to move. You just want it to stay where it's at. Alright? So, yeah. So, that's the bottom part. All of it's done. And now all we gotta do is put the oil in. So, let's do that. So, if you want to, you can go ahead and set your jack down like this. Alright, go ahead and get that out of the way. Just pull it backwards out of your way. Just like that. So you take, pop your hood. Alright. Cool trick to do. Say you don't have an oil, like a funnel on deck. Just take and cut you a chunk out of that quart of oil right there. And there you go. Perfect oil. It's the same thing. So you want to grab your quarts of oil here. Well done. Alright. You start with the one that you open for the oil filter. Just pour that bad boy in there. Just like that. Ain't nothing to it, that's it. So once you have your quarts of oil all in there, you just take them out, you put your cap back on, and drive this baby for another 4,000 miles. That's really all there is to it. What you're going to do afterwards is, after you get your oil change done and everything like that, you need to dispose of your oil properly. You can take it to AutoZone, take it to a local mechanic shop, anything that has a oil disposal area. You never want to just leave it in your yard. Never just let it sit around, and that's just bad. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for everything. It's illegal. So, what you're going to do, just take in start spilling some. Just go a little bit slower. Alright, so all your oil is drained in here. Okay, you see I kind of made a little bit of a mess, but not much. It could have been a lot worse if you didn't have some kind of funnel. I would recommend using a real funnel, but sometimes you don't always have one handy. So just cut the side out of one of your oil quarts and use that. So It's all on the side, so you want to take, just for cleaning purposes, take your rag and wipe it off. And voila. Now you want to take that rag that you had and take your oil filter and wrap that oil filter up in that rag, because it's still got oil in it. It's still going to leak. It's still going to leak for a while. And then you just you keep that wrapped up, you sit it right beside whatever oil you have, and you dispose of that properly as well. Don't throw it in the trash. Alright, well, got the oil done. You saw my oil change. Again, I'm Cheyenne at J-Tech, and you guys have a nice day.